Welcome back to Crystal's Tarot. This is going to be your reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus sign, depending on what comes up for Cancer for November of 2020. We're going to go ahead and get started by cleaning out our energy. Before we do, I wanted to remind everyone to stay in your power. Never give it away to a reading, a reader, or anyone or anything else. We've all been blessed with our own intuition and our own internal guidance system. However, today's reading is intended to assist you on your path to your greatest and highest good. If you're interested in knowing the decks used in today's reading, you will find that information in the description box below, along with how to reach out to me if you're interested in a personal reading. We're going to do one more time. Okay. So, again, today's reading is intended to assist you on your path to your greatest and highest good. This is going to be for Cancer for November 2020. For Cancer for November 2020. One more, and then we're going to go ahead and start pulling our cards. Cancer for November 2020. Cancer. Cancer for November 2020. Thank you, Spirit. I think some might have flipped. Maybe not. Cancer. Okay. All right. At the bottom of the deck, you have the 10 of Cups. So you're either seeking or are involved in a love that is abundant for you. It's what I equate to the happy home, happy life. Kind of like you have the love, or you're seeking the love that you want to really enjoy in this life. Something that makes you feel fulfilled. Or that's the topic at hand today. It looks like you might have had some difficulty in your past relationships. And now we're just trying to bring that energy in of where you're feeling confident in yourself and you want to be able to bring in a life that is abundant for yourself. And then at the bottom of the deck for the clarifiers, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So the bottom of the deck energies, you have the 10 of Cups clarified with the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like this is more something you're trying to bring in. You spend a lot of time thinking about the kind of relationship, the kind of home environment that you would like. And you're trying to figure out a way how to bring that to fruition for yourself. And your current energies, you have the World card clarified with the 3 of Swords in the reverse. So what this speaks about to me is that you're letting go of pain that you've recently felt, like potentially a betrayal, and you see that that's not a benefit for you, and so you're trying to just move away from that energy and have a clarity about you, clean out your environment so that it's joyful and abundant for you, so you feel blessed and prosperous in it. The energy that's crossing you, you have the devil with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So what this speaks about to me is that even though you're trying to bring in this new insight to yourself, this new energy towards love, or trying to create something abundant in love, you also have like this fear of being left out in the cold, or you don't want to be left out in the cold. You're not trying to be around negative energies, or or there might be some of you who are kind of dabbling with energies that are lower vibration than what you are. And Spirit's advising you to kind of like really take inventory of yourself and what it is that you want to build in your future, because these are energies like energies where there's people who have addictions, or you have addictions, or this energy of you're trying to bring in a new world for yourself, basically, is what I'm getting. But I feel like you're having difficulty leaving negative energies behind. I feel like you or the people you're attached to might have some negative like addictions, like drugs, alcohol, some of us sex as adults potentially. And then you also have this like potential for like codependent relationships, and you're having difficulty leaving that behind. And so I feel like you've just gotten used to having these energies in your environment. And so now trying to leave those energies for something that's more prosperous, more healthy and abundant for you, you're finding it difficult. But at the same time, you know that you want to have something joyful. You know you want to have something loving, nurturing, and abundant, even though that might not be what you have in your environment. So you might be finding it difficulty to transition through that life change for yourself. But at the same time, it's something that you know you need, and it's something that you want. You're just having difficulty trying to clear out those negative habits, those negative energies in your environment. And you're having a hard time of walking away from that energy. The underlying energy, you have the Fool and clarified with the Seven of Swords. So I feel like you're really hesitant to kind of like leave things in the past. I feel like people might have, you or people in your environment might have tried to get away with sneaky things. And so now you're trying to think of like ways that you can be, how do you say it? Like you want to have a new leap of faith. Like you want to be able to lean on Spirit and trust that you're being guided and following your intuition, but you don't want to take a leap of faith and have it turn out to be something that makes you look foolish. And then also at the same time, I feel like people that you might have took a chance on before might have led you down the wrong path, might have been deceptive for you, might have tried to steal things or be sneaky with your energies and what they were providing to a situation. In your recent past, you have the Page of Wands clarified with the Four of Swords. And what this speaks about to me is in your recent past, you kind of had to sit within yourself, listen to some honest, brutal communication, whether that was from yourself or Spirit. And I feel like you learned a lot and grew from it, even though it was hurtful for you. And now you're trying to just absorb those energies. You're trying to like really sit with it. I don't feel like you're really talking to a lot of people. There might be a small circle that you confide in, and that you can trust their opinions and thoughts and ideas. But for the most part, you're not really talking to anybody except for your closest loved ones or your most trusted people that you have in your circle. And you're trying to like avoid those negative energies, but at the same time, you find it difficult to. You might feel like you're surrounded by them, but you're trying to look at your future. You're trying to kind of speak with yourself about, I feel like you're trying to encourage yourself, and Spirit's trying to encourage you as well. But I feel like you're doing a lot of self-talk, a lot of self-reflecting, and a lot of like kind of like setting your goals straight, like looking at where you've been, looking at where you want to go. and seeing how you need to change the way that you do things to be able to get where you want to be. I feel like you might be surrounded by people who are kind of opposite of what you're seeking. In your crowning energy, you have the Hangman clarified with the 10 of Cups in the reverse. So I feel like you're very confused on how to get there. I feel like you're thinking a lot, and then it gets to the point where it gets uncomfortable for you. So you just go back to old ways, go back to what you know, what you're used to. I feel like even though you're hopeful to be able to have a loving connection, I feel like you're also fearful of it and doubtful of it. You don't know how to get there from here, basically. And the 10 of Cups, you have twice now. You have it as your underlying energy in the upright. So this is what you're seeking. It's what you're wanting. And then you have it in the reverse in your crowning energy. So you're thinking about it, and I don't feel like you know how to get there from here. I feel like you want something beautiful and abundant, something that's nurturing and helpful and happy and loving and just very beautiful, but you're not sure how to get there, or you don't see that being a possibility for yourself. I just want to remind you that our past is not our future. Every moment, every single moment that passes, we have an opportunity to do things different, to make better choices, to lean on the experiences that we've had in the past to be able to grow from them. And a lot of times when we're in an environment where people are potentially toxic, and they're not heading in the way we want to go, then we have to look at who we're getting advice from. Look who our morals are followed after. Look at the life that they're living, and is that really where you want to be? And if not, then reevaluate yourself and your own intuition, your own internal guidance system, because you know where you want to be. And even though you might not know how to get there, Spirit does. And as long as you're willing to make those transitions from things that are not serving you any longer, it doesn't make you feel good, it doesn't feel warming, you don't feel confident in it. As long as you're able to start making those changes, you'll start to see a way. And I feel like once you start to make better improvements for yourself, that's when you're going to be able to bring in this connection that you want. You have to keep in mind, you have to be of that energy before it comes into you. So if you're wanting something that's beautiful and kind and nurturing and loving, but you're surrounded by doubt and fear and neglect and feeling lack, confusion, that's the opposite of what you're wanting. So keep in mind the energy that you are is what you bring in. So you don't want to be creating relationships that are of lack, that are untrustworthy, that are deceitful, or have ulterior motives. You want to clean up your energy so that you can move into the energy of that you want. So be loving to yourself, be forgiving and nurturing and kind to yourself and to those around you. And as you make these little transitions and these changes within yourself, and you start to live at a higher vibration, that's when you're going to start to see your wish fulfillment. In your near future, you have the Star clarified with the High Priestess in the reverse. So what this speaks about is in your near future, you have the potential to bring in your wish fulfillment, and or you're going to be setting out new wishes, new dreams, new hopes. But you're not using your intuition. I feel like you definitely have an intuition that you don't trust, and okay, maybe not that you don't trust it. I feel like you doubt it more often than you should. I feel like in your near future, you really want to spend some energy cleaning up that vibration to see, why do you have that concern? Why do you have that lack? Where did it come from? How do you resolve it and repair it so you can move forward in a more graceful and loving and nurturing way, so you can be the energy that you want to receive? With the High Priestess in the reverse, it speaks to me that you're not using your intuition. You're not believing the guidance that you're receiving. I feel like you're spending more time in this dark energy when you have the potential to move over to the light energy. And you do wish to be able to use your intuition. You want to be able to trust it. But it's like, I always equate it like it's a muscle, right? If you go to the gym and you spend a lot of time working out, you're going to build your muscles. But if you sit around on the couch eating potato chips all day, you're making fat, which takes a long time to turn into muscle. So be willing to put the energy and the work into it so that you can build this muscle, build your intuition, trust your intuition, so that it brings in the life that you're wanting to create. You see yourself as that you have internal strength, but you lack confidence. I feel like you are, put out a persona that you have everything together, that you're strong and brave and compassionate and kind. And I feel like you also see yourself this way. And I'm not saying that it's not true, but with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, I don't feel like you're confident in it. I feel like you might reflect a loving and kind energy, but you're not confident. You're not comfortable in those energies. So you spend a lot of time putting up walls and not letting people in. So you want to kind of like keep in mind the energy that we put out is what we receive. So if you're not allowing people in and you have untrustworthy people in your environment, that's who you're going to be building relationships with. So if you want to clean that up, know who's the better, not a better person, but a higher vibration, somebody you want to allow into your walls that you've built up. And that's going to allow you to have confidence. You're going to be able to see that you do have the ability to make wise decisions. You do have the ability to listen to your intuition. And the more that you do that, the more that you focus and practice on that, the more confident that you'll become. However, other people see you. You have the Nine of Pentacles clarified with the Empress. So even though you have this internal lack or this internal, what is it? It's like you're lacking confidence in yourself. Other people see that you are confident. Other people see that you can create anything that you want to, that you might be well off. You might look very handsome or beautiful on the outside. And I feel like they see a good person. I feel like you're loving and kind and nurturing to other people, but you're not as often to yourself. So you need to work on that, because we need to provide it to ourselves first and foremost. And it's where our cup runneth over, right? So if you give out of your cup, you have nothing left. And who's filling up your cup? A lot of times everybody's focused on their self and their own energy. But if you're filling up your own cup and it's running over, and then you give out of your abundance, whether it's financial, spiritually, emotionally, whatever element it is for you, that's when you're going to start to feel your confidence, because you're going to be, I feel like what you put into other people, you should be putting more into yourself. And not to say, oh, be selfish and greedy, but keep in mind, like if you're having a bad day and somebody's asking you to go do something and you don't want to, be honest with them and be honest with yourself, and allow yourself to have those moments, the time, the nurturing that you need. And that's going to help to build you back up. But other people do see that you're confident and that you are able to manifest the things that you want, that you're able to create the things that you want. And I feel like other people see you as being this abundant person, full of love, full of joy, full of prosperity. But I don't feel like you really see it in yourself right now. Let's see. In your hopes and fears, we have the Seven of Swords, which was also out here as well in your to clarify your underlying energy. And then you have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So I feel like you're fearful of somebody trying to get away with something, and I feel like you're fearful of making a call to walk away and being wrong on that call. However, if there are people in your environment that you're not comfortable with, that you don't trust them, if you feel like you need to build walls, then always listen to your intuition. But at the same time, if those are energies you have in your environment, why do you have them in your environment? You don't want people around you who you have to worry about and watch your back and do all these things with, right? There is a saying to keep your enemies close, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. However, at the same time, the people that you want behind those walls, you want them to be trustworthy. You want them to be able to build with you instead of taking from you. And I feel like you're fearful that you're not going to have the ability to walk away from people that you need to walk away from, because they're showing you that they're potentially not good for you. And always listen. If people show you who they are, listen to them. Don't ask them multiple times to show me again. Otherwise, you're going to keep getting that. Unless they're showing you something loving, nice, and nurturing, then of course, definitely have them show you again. But if they're manipulative, sneaky, stealing from you, trying to do shady stuff behind your back, go ahead and let that energy go. You want to be able to build something that is healthy and nurturing for yourself. And in turn, that'll create a beautiful environment around you. The final outcome, should things remain the same, you have the Emperor clarified with the Chariot, the Page of Wands, and the Tower. The Page of Wands is a card that you also had out here previously in your recent past. So I feel like with the Emperor out here, whether you're male or female, this is somebody who listens to their intuition. This is somebody who has the ability to stand confident in their choices and decisions, and they don't make apologies. If it's their job to serve and protect their subjects, to be the leader of their family, to be the one who's providing the love, the nurturing, the stability, the confidence. Like, this is somebody who's very durable and dependable. They've gone through hell and back, and they're still standing strong. Like, you can even tell that they've had any issues. This is somebody who knows how and when to fight, and they're willing to do so. And here, if you can see the little bird in the corner, and they're holding a little, like a crystal ball, I feel like Spirit has your back. Spirit's going to help you to see the way and show you the way that you need to go to create the abundance and the outcome that you're seeking. And you have the Chariot card here to clarify that. So I feel like that it's going to be quick movement once you start to, once you communicate this to yourself here with the Page of Wands, and you trust the intuition that you're being given and the guidance that you're being given by Spirit, that's going to allow quick movement, quick progression. And here with the Tower, it basically speaks about things that were built on faulty ground, things that are not dependable, things that are facade. They're going to fall away because Spirit expects and intends them to. So this is with the Chariot and the Emperor as well, and the Tower, those are all major arcana cards. So this is something that's destined for you to feel, experience, and or do. You're destined for greatness and beautiful things. And if you're holding yourself back, like there's this little like a Bible school song, and it's like, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm not gonna cover it with the bush. Oh no, basically. I'm sure a lot of you have heard it. I'm not gonna sing it though. But it's basically like that. I feel like you've been keeping yourself small for the people in your environment. But you're really the Emperor. You're really supposed to be standing in your power and being strong in that, being confident in that. And even other people could see that in you now, but you're not seeing it in yourself. And Spirit's advising you to stand strong in your power, to know who you are, and don't be apologetic for it. And once you do, you're going to see these improvements pretty quickly, actually. I think you might be kind of shocked at how quickly things improve and progress for you and in your environment. And all it takes is by giving yourself the allowance and the acceptance of this message that Spirit's trying to give you, trying to communicate to you, to let things go that are no longer serving you. And once you do, I feel like you're going to be abundantly blessed in your environment as a whole. Like, a lot how you feel with your intuition, potentially with prosperity as well. But prosperity could be in of many forms. It could be financial, it could be physical, it could be emotional, spiritual. There's so many different realms that prosperity. And the Emperor, like, he has everything. He doesn't need for much. He doesn't need for anything, actually. And I feel like that's who you're destined to be. Like, that's who you're supposed to be. You just need to work on your confidence. Give to yourself the love, the nurturing that I feel like you're giving to other people. Like, focus your energy on home. Take care of home first, right? Okay, Cancer, that has been your reading for November of 2020. If this reading has resonated, please like, share, and subscribe if you've not already done so. If you feel like this message could be helpful to somebody that you know, please share with them as well. We're going to go ahead and close this reading out by cleaning out our energy again. Inhale and exhale as it feels comfortable to you. And always do an attitude of gratitude. Look at how far you've come. Look at the things that you've grown from, the things that you've created and built. And that'll help you to have gratitude, and that'll help you to remind yourself how awesome that you truly are, and that'll only create more of that energy. Don't focus on lack, don't focus on disappointment. Focus on what you're improving, how far you've come, how strong you are, how loving and kind that you are, how nurturing you are. Focus on your blessings and go through your gratitude list, and that'll be able to create more of that energy. Until next time, Cancer, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Thank you.